friends. I hope you're well. I'm back at the supermarket, and wow, the intensity of seeing so many people in masks, so normal. And now, of course, it's hit the UK, the masks in shops, supermarkets, and all that business. It all seemed like so much innocent fun just 3 months ago. You know, where we sort of smirked a little bit at those few people that wore masks. Now people look at you from behind their mask or beneath the mask, and then a lot of people here are wearing dark sunglasses, so there is no face left. And now they some guy thought I was filming him. And now they're talking about putting gloves on in the UK, which is just, well, I made that video a little while ago about your senses being robbed from you, and we know nothing. I mean, our senses are completely being given away. We're giving it away. Anyway, you have to know this is getting beyond the insane, and you have to be preparing for that. You have to be prepared for this to go, you know, nuclear. If such a thing existed. So yeah, be prepared for that, you know, and be working towards that. It's nice to have some comments from friends, you know, these people that are social media friends. I got hit by a troll this week who exhausted about half a dozen of his accounts on trying to, you know, knock me. And you know, you got to think, you do think, knock me for doing what I'm doing and for asking for support. I think this was the thing, asking for support so that I could lay about and enjoy the sun. And I would wish, let me just get this, I would wish, one second, I would wish for him to walk this journey. Maybe it would be a little different out of the... You want some water?
Yeah, and he won't let me give it.
Okay. It'd be a little different outside of the confines of the state-sponsored, you know, basement that this type of person, I think, would dwell in. But in the real world, we are faced with a stark choice of, you know, do we foment, do we develop, do we build on you know, these good ideas for self-sovereignty, self-determination? Do we build on that, or do we just acquiesce and go along to the Burger King? I know the Burger King's had to shut down, but go along to the McDonald's and ask for a job and be grateful to the monster for giving you enough money to just cover the basics and barely have any energy left for your family at the end of the week. Yeah, I can assure anybody who's watching our journey that, let's say, the healthy terms or conditions of being here in most people's capacity, unless you've kind of won the lottery, but for most people, the terms of being here is hard work, actually, you know, very hard work. And aside from adapting to the hot weather and the flies and the mozzies and a variety of other things about being, you know, you're sort of, we're in an off-grid situation. You know, things need to be tamed and taken care of, and you know, food needs to be produced and so on, buildings maintained, you know. So I wish you could see my hands, my feet, my shins. I've been working hard, and these are testament to that. The scratches and scrapes and whatnot are testament to that. So sitting on the sofa, I am not. and you know, doing nothing to prepare for the possible upturning of the tables, then you know, you don't value my sincerity, and perhaps you shouldn't be wasting your valuable time, because we all have a limited amount of time here. You shouldn't be wasting it listening to what I think. Now, getting to what I think, well, you can't even for a second be trusting your government now, unless you are still totally under the spell, the magic of the TV and the authority, the idea of authority, that we all need an authority to think for us, to be the arbiter. We should be able to take care of our own communities, you know. But I know that it isn't easy, and it does require for men to be men and women to be women, you know, and for them to take their proper roles. Some visitors. Yeah, that's what needs to happen, is people need to be honourable and take up their responsibility. But in the meantime, these apologists for the government apologize because it's much easier for them to have somebody else do the thinking and do the hard graft. Trust me when I tell you, you know, Jack the driver will tell you a similar story, in that, you know, his life has had certain challenges, and my life has had certain challenges that have tested me along the way, and this is probably one of those. But to get to this point, I've had to walk through very challenging paths, and for good reason. I think we all have challenges in life for a reason of learning something important, hopefully something good, not something, you know, that's destructive, but learning something important, and upskilling and preparing, because, you know, to have walked this path, I would not have made it had I spent the last 10 years or 20 years pounding a keyboard. Men need to be men, women need to be divine, feminine. We see few examples of that in the world today. I strive myself towards that something like that, but you know, that's yet to be. Am I even recording this? Man, am I not recording? Yeah, oh yeah, I am, sorry. I couldn't see in the sunshine there. So that's possibly part of the journey that we're meant to take along this way, is we're meant to seek toward our divine-centered, balanced, masculine or feminine. Not one that is mangled by and wrangled by mistrust and hate and this group and that and blah. You know, I think that's why they do it, to skewer that, to demean it, to weaken it, such that when the divine feminine stands up, or masculine stands up to offer a thing, then it's subconsciously skewed by the program, unintentional or by design. No one to blame, but we're the ones consenting to what's going on in the world today, and it's not going away. You've got to know that now. But we can take our sovereignty back. I really feel that. I think this is where my thoughts are, is that we can take our sovereignty back. I've been thinking, I was talking to Daniel about offering some remanning or rewilding or woodcutter weeks, or you know, divine masculine workshops, if you like, where men are, offered information, insights, and some rigor, physical and mental rigor, in order to push them towards their higher thing. Because we must realize that the entire Carlsberg sofa revolution, foot sport revolution, and so on, was, aside from giving you some kind of waxy hero to follow every Saturday, but to kind of put you on the sofa and put you into a Homer Simpson type slumber. And the real man, the real Homer, is in there. He just needs to be teased out. He needs to realize his divinity, his true masculinity. Something that's not about, standing in a ring and fucking pounding the shit out of each other, That's for fucking retards. Sorry to say it. But beating the shit into each other, that's what fucking animals, Darwinian animals, do. I'm not saying that no man ever deserves a good hiding. Even a child, it might come to a time where it's like, just a little sharp crack on the backside there will just remind them that they're out of hand here, So, anyways, I digress a little there, but I think that that's what we need is this pussification. And if you've been around this channel for a few years now, that pussification is something that I've spoken about a lot. Been through it, am seeking to step outside of it, and be the man destined or divinely intended to be. Will it always be in Portugal? Will we make it in Portugal? These are things that are absolutely unknown for us at the moment, and we're just surrendered to being where we can be. At the moment, we are here by sheer good fortune and an opportunity that came my way to get out here. But I am, daily and constantly working towards making this work. I have obviously little Alexander, who's been ripped out of his comfort zone for a year now, almost a year now, since we lost the home. So, to those who are saying, I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, maybe you need to check yourself. Maybe there's a little bit of kind of insecurity or jealousy going on there, because trust me, this is a really, really painful, really difficult journey. It's not easy, and I would encourage people to seek their way out. Seek their way out. Find that, but it doesn't have to necessarily be before the cut-off date of the end of this year. But I'm just saying, seek your way out. Find your own way. And I'm going to stand to be a friend or a support to other people. If I make my way out, then I will support other people out. Anyway, someone wants to get in my way here. Alright, it's not. Okay, I gotta go. Hey, take care. Hey, I just wanted to kind of finish that off. Just moved to a different shop, a little actually, because it's cheaper here than the place we were at. So, and the boys are now playing in the sand, which is even better. Yeah, I think that, guys, your life inside of the system will become intolerable unless you're just a kind of believing sheep. And so many people who think that they got a bead on what's going on here, they still think that a virus is a communicable kind of thing, and this, it's just, wow, it's all nuclear bombs, planes flying into 9/11 buildings, Twin Towers. It's all smoke and mirrors. All smoke and mirrors. And so watching all these people around here, seeing them all so masked up, so kind of cowed, and they look at me like I'm standing here with the camera at the other place just up there, like, wow, like, it's horrible, it's devastating, and it's actually soul destroying. I can't think that Anyway, you know what? I'm not going to be gloom and doom about it. It is what it is. Hey, this is what we signed up for. This was always on the agenda. Nothing any of us ever did was ever going to prevent any of this from happening. You know, you can protest as much as you like, cut down as many masks as you like, do whatever you like. But when you own the media, they've always, you know this, when they own the media, they own everything. They, you know, when they own the mind, they get, because you know the media is totally. Anyway, you know all this stuff. I guess I'm just wanting to reinforce the point that we don't have to simply just acquiesce with that, you know, and there may be obviously some compromises that are required in order to survive at this point in time, but if I make it out, I'm going to bring others with me, you know that for sure. And if I make it out, I'm going to, at some point, be able to go back and tell people how to get out. Surely, there can be few more important things for us to do at this time. So, you know, allayed with, or rather contrasted with, you know, the dude who's obviously upset at me striking out and getting into Portugal for now. Contrasted with that, Tommy Mitchell sent me 50 quid yesterday, which is awesome. Thank you very much. In fact, that's probably doubled what we've been given in the last month. So, you know, that dude who thinks that this is some kind of money-making thing where I can just sit back on my laurels, no way. You know, this is hard work, and it's meant to be hard work, not for the faint of heart. And I suspect a keyboard warrior is probably that kind. But anyway, I just want to thank Tommy and those others, Nick Edward recently, for sending me some coin, and you know, I want to stay positive and say we're going to make this, and we're going to be an example to others. Hopefully you're an example to others, or you want to take from that example. I know some people do take from the example, and we can make something of it. In fact, if I failed, if I didn't make the next 9 months or year work, I would feel more gutted for letting people down on you know, on the kind of people who've, you know, looked to my journey as a source of inspiration. I would feel like I've let them down as much as myself. So, I don't intend to let you down. I am working on it, but damn, don't think that it's a cakewalk, and don't think that it's all being funded by, you know, I mean, you know, realistically, there are only a small number of subscribers to this channel, and of those you can't really expect that many to be able to dig in the pocket. Hey boys, are you playing nicely together? I hope so. Alexander's got a new friend called Dylan, and I won't film him too much because I haven't checked with his parents, but he's having to learn, hey, he's having to learn, let go. He's having to learn how to be a nice friend. Okay.
Let's go in.
They both have lessons to learn on working to each other.
In this shop.
We're going to wait out here in the shade until Andrea comes back, because this shop...
Look at this one.
That's a cool car, huh? A cool little van. Dylan likes cars. That's cool. And they like swimming, and we've been doing a lot of swimming.
I have this pool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not a pool, it's a ring for this pool.
A ring.
Yeah, swimming ring. 6-year-old boy running with mask on. So yeah, it's you know, a very small channel with obviously a limited number of people that are able to, or feel compelled to, or drawn to, or whatever. motivated to make contributions. And I'm not at all complaining, because, as I said the other day, from the heart, we've really, made it this year with such. It's been a big part of it. Has been those bits of money that have come at sometimes precisely timed moments, just to pay what we needed. 40 quid here, 80 quid there. Hey, that's not cool, okay? I've spent so many years inculcating, 3 years inculcating like a sense of what's whatever was easy, and then of course you encounter other children who have a completely different thing. Yes, darling.
Daddy, I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Is that a 9? Is that a 9? Oh, 10. Dylan, don't rub it out while he's doing it. What's he doing? 11. Nice. Nice. Very good. Yeah, the numbers he's gotten. Anyway, you guys.
Number 12. No.
We need to spend time working on our journey out. Surely.
Daddy.
You can't be wanting to just acquiesce and go along with what is coming.
Stop.
I don't want to say there's gates and times and so on that you have to have done certain things by, but if you can change it for the better this year, then do so.